And the banks went down today.
Millions of people couldn't access their online accounts.
Insufficient funds!
Comes pretty soon after July's blue screen of death debacle, during which the world was denied for several unnerving hours access to important online services such as banking and Pornhub. That CrowdStrike meltdown was 8 months after the great Optus catastrophe of 2023. 3 events proving tech's great till it's on the blink.
Tech's great till it's on the blink, proving you really are an old man.
Get off my cloud.
Oh, it's laughing now!
And yes, I do prefer the good old days when people used to communicate by actually talking to each other. Depending, of course, on who wants to talk to you.
What do you do if a politician rings your doorbell?
Same thing as everyone else.
Lock your door. Nail your window shut.
If you're the victim of bad timing and open the front door to find a member of parliament standing there,
Hello!
then you're probably going to be asked all sorts of things about your life. Are you happy with the government? What could we do to improve? How you're finding the local school?
Pretty innocuous stuff, really.
And a good opportunity for people who don't have a show named after themselves to vent their displeasures about the state of the world. For completely up the idiot, how the this guy Victoria. You might complain to the politician that you're pissed off because you've spent 3 years waiting for a knee operation.
I think my legs might be broken, but I'll try to stand up. Ah! Yes!
Or that the local school sucks because it doesn't have a specialised art program.
Ralph, are you eating your paste?
Or you might bend the MP's ear about your new annoying neighbours from Haiti.
They're eating the dogs.
How would you feel if those often pretty personal details of your life were entered into a gigantic electronic database?
Yeah, which some already do willingly.
It's true, but this is information you have unwittingly volunteered to someone there to help, and it can be harvested by the Australian Labor Party and used for election campaigning. How do you feel about that?
Not exactly thrilled.
No, this is a birthmark, Purd, okay? This is the little scar I got when I was 9 and I fell off my bike. So no, I'm not perfect.
And how would you feel if the person standing behind said politician helping harvest said campaign data was in fact a supposedly apolitical public servant?
How did you do this?
Call in a few favors.
A public servant being paid from public funds and who is expressly banned from doing campaign work or in fact anything remotely party political during regular work hours.
The floor is now open for public comments. Oh, here we go.
That's what's been happening with the ALP in WA, according to a new CCC report. The Corruption and Crime Commission has been looking at the issue, and we're talking about it now because senior ALP figures have just received copies of the report.
So they get advanced copies.
They get like preemptive right of reply. It's a natural justice thing.
Shame.
And their preemptive reply will be?
Will probably be that yes, we did get apolitical public servants being paid from public funds who are expressly banned from doing party political campaign work during regular work hours to do party political campaign work during regular work hours.
Looks like someone's out of resource gems.
But they made up for it by doing some unpaid overtime to catch up on the apolitical work they should have been doing when they were busy doing campaign things like this.
My fellow Americans.
How do we know they made up the time?
We don't, because they don't keep timesheets, so we have to trust the politicians.
In Western Australia?
Looks like the Labor Party has dodged a bullet here. No official findings of corruption or misconduct, but a recommendation to close a few loopholes. Could have been a lot worse. When former Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews was sprung using taxpayer-funded electorate staff on the campaign trail, that state's ombudsman roasted him and police made 17 arrests.
Outgoing ombudsman has taken a parting shot at Daniel Andrews.
Victorian ombudsman was on the case.
Maybe we could get them over to Perth.
True.
We've got a vacancy. Long-serving WA Ombudsman Chris Field has quit his $450,000 a year job after the CCC formed the opinion that he had engaged in serious misconduct by spending $170,000 of taxpayer funds whilst travelling the world. He visited China, Taiwan, Ukraine, Britain, the US, Slovenia, Thailand, Russia, France, Morocco, Poland and Austria, where he visited the quote-unquote truly stunning Schloss Eigenberg. I assume Chris will spend his retirement working his way through the 28 million frequent flyer miles he clocked up as the voice of the people.
I believe you have an expression. Let them eat cake.
I'm Ben Harvey. For more update, click the subscribe button below.